Today, Belize made history as the Governor General signed the country's first ever disability bill into law. This landmark event coincides with the International Day for Persons with Disabilities, celebrated in Belize under the theme Celebrating a New Dawn, Creating Spaces in All Places. Dolores Balderramos Garcia, the Minister of Human Development, who introduced the proposed law, shared that this legislation marks a new chapter for accessibility and equal opportunities in Belize.
It takes into account both physical, mental, emotional disabilities. Again, the protection will come by actions that are taken by various partners and various entities. I know, for example, that BAPDA, the Belize Association for Persons with Diverse Abilities, I know that they will continue their advocacy. And as I have said, the Interministerial Committee will meet to make sure that we can put in place a few more practical changes. So that basically is the answer. I have always said the legislation is not a magic bullet. Everything won't change overnight. But with the sanctions that can come from violations and lack of action or negligence, we will have better teeth to make sure that we are protecting our persons with disabilities.
Earlier this year, the proposition received unanimous support at the National Assembly. Lead Government Senator Eamon Courtenay celebrated the bill on its anti-discrimination legislation.
This bill is, again, a bill that represents a recognition by our society that over time, and as we mature as a democracy and as a nation, that we are called upon as a collective, as a community, as a people, to be more tolerant, to be more inclusive, to be more respectful of the differences and diversity within our society, and to provide a legal framework which guarantees the protections that are needed and to ensure that there is no discrimination, or at least we try to reduce the chances for discrimination.
The bill addresses several key areas, including affordable health insurance, protection from workplace discrimination, and access to public places and transportation. It mandates that all existing public buildings be modified with accessibility within 12 months of the act being signed into force. For example, the Assembly building in Belmopan is already adding wheelchair ramps. Kenrick Theus, president of the Belize Assembly for Persons with Diverse Abilities, BAPDA, who has a physical disability himself, says the bill is a positive step forward, but there's still room for improvement.
We're looking at a societal change to understand that the services needed are not just based on ground floor, because access to a building, I could have access to the building here, the complex building, but if you're not on the ground floor, I still have no access. But I am in need of the services, you see? So all of that has to come with societal change, where people will see certain things go in place and certain things will have to be mandated by law.
The bill aims to reduce discrimination against people with disabilities by setting up a disability tribunal. This tribunal will listen to the complaints from those who feel they've been discriminated against.
Celebrating a new dawn, the coming of the disability legislation, absolutely exciting for me. And I think the contents of the legislation, which include the establishment of a disability commission, a secretariat, working towards a disability register, a disability tribunal, and creating accessibility for all persons with disability, physical access, access to technology, looking at access to education, to health, social protection, empowerment, employment. These are all exciting times for me, and I hope that they will be completely beneficial to the population of persons with disability in Belize.
Protecting people with disabilities goes beyond just passing a new law. As Theus points out, it also requires ongoing advocacy and acceptance from everyone in society. Britney Gordon for News 5.